Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name's Lateef, and if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, switch on your notifications, and follow you on our journey. All of that good stuff. Anyway, today I'm giving you my first impressions on Humanrace. So this is a skincare brand that's been launched by Pharrell. And you know, I'm just gonna jump straight into it because obviously this is the first impression. By the end of the month, I should be able to do a full review. Just to give you some context and to be honest, I've obviously opened this box before, so don't think this is going to be like a whole unboxing thing. I will have repacked things inside it so we could go through that experience before, but you know me, keeping it 100 all the time, I've already opened that box and I've used these products quite a few times now because I've had them in my possession for about 5 days now. So without further ado, let's jump into the box. So this is the box, and you know, it is very nicely packaged. It has all of the information on the outside. What I really do like about it, and I must say this from the offset, is this message at the top. You know, take care of the planet, take care of people, take care of yourself, and you know, sorry, take care of your skin. And I think what's really important is that 2020 has been a really crap year for a lot of people, and I think, you know, that was such a nice message. When I opened it, I did not expect it, but generally speaking, you know, one thing I do like about this is that everything comes, you know, nicely all together. It's not like kind of being rolled around, and there's like this kind of infographic as well, which provides you, you know, further information about it, especially if you're someone who's going to go for the refill package. So obviously, all in total, you know, it consists of 3 different products. So you have a cleanser, you have an enzyme exfoliator, and you have a moisturizer. Now, off the back of it, if I'm being honest, I think, you know, these 3 products are fine. I would have just really liked to see an SPF be included in it. But as far as packaging and all of that kind of stuff, first impressions are amazing. I love the fact that they're all about recycling, and they have this kind of refillable you know, slots. Also, if you could see them as well, like this is really fit for like multi-purpose. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking about the branding because that's not what we're here for. So I'm going to talk you through each of the products and I'm going to show you how I'm actually using them. That's why I'm inside my bathroom today, if you can see the big shiny radiator behind me. So the first product is the rice powder cleanser. Now, this has a multitude of ingredients, and I'm not going to bother to kind of list them because I think, you know, it rather becomes sometimes rather boring. But when I think about its key ingredients that kind of stand out to me is the rice powder, the fruit AHAs, as well as the snow mushroom. Now, the snow mushroom is really interesting because I feel like this is what's going to be the new trend for 2021. Snow mushroom is something which is heavily used in Asian skincare. It's a humectant. So similar to aloe vera, similar to panthenol, it kind of draws moisture into the skin. So I think that was an amazing addition. It has the fruit AHAs, as you know, we've said alpha hydroxy acids are good for unclogging dead skin cells and brightening your skin. Now, the rice powder that it actually has in it is an exfoliant, and it helps kind of rub the skin away. Now, in terms of how it's used, like I said, it's in a kind of powder format, and you have this like small whole hair, right? So I'll just show you. Now, the one thing I will say is that they say put a coin size. Now, I tried that the first time. So this is the 3rd time that I'm using this cleanser, 4th time I'm using this cleanser this week. And what I actually found is that I did have to put a bit more than the coin that they said. So I'll just show you what my proposed amount is. So yeah, I am putting that much on. Yeah, that's what I found to be like a sufficient amount. It's a bit more than, you know, the coin size that they said I should do. I think I'm even gonna tap like one more inside there, and you're supposed to lather it up. So I'm just gonna go lather up and show you how it sits on the face. See, I got my lather. I'm gonna apply it onto my face. So now the reason why I say I went through explaining that was that the first time I actually used it, what had happened was that I did not manage to get this kind of lather. And I think it's really important that you kind of ratio the water to powder mix. It is actually so difficult to talk while like scrubbing your face. Now, one thing I'll say is that the rice powder inside it actually makes you feel a bit of friction while you're rubbing your face. So I am moving as gently as possible, and I'm sure you've noticed I am not using my palms either. I'm using my fingertips just to make sure I'm not putting a lot of pressure. However, I still do feel like a quite fair bit of friction. And to be honest, I don't actually quite like how it feels on my face. I think I thought this the first time, the second time, and now again, the fourth time. But again, like I said, it's so important to get that kind of lather. I'm probably going to go back in and add a bit more water to my face. But generally speaking, I think from like the purpose of like exfoliating, it really does do that. I do think that this may be something that if you have maybe sensitive skin, or maybe you have never actually exfoliated, that you may want to like gradually learn how to use. And that's just from like a first impression. So I've just washed my face. Now, before I kind of talk about the enzyme, one thing I do actually want to mention is that it actually has geranium extract. Now, a lot of people actually ask me on Twitter, does that mean that they're lying about it being fragrance free? So it's really important to note there's a difference between geranium extract and it as an essential oil. As an essential oil, it is a fragrance. As an extract, though, however, it is not a fragrance. And geranium is used widely for its antibacterial, anti-inflammatory properties. So really just kind of bear that in mind, that distinction before you see it and you automatically think that there are fragrances inside it. So this is the Enzyme exfoliator. Again, this is a powerhouse of an exfoliator. It has 8% glycolic acid and it has 2% of free AHAs. Now the thing is, I don't know why they've made that distinction, because glycolic acid is in AHA, it's just derived from sugarcane. So all in total, you're really looking at 10% of AHAs. So one thing I will say off the bat is that if you have never used AHAs to exfoliate, please gradually ease into this. It also has enzymes. Now, enzymes, again, are good for exfoliating your skin. They basically unbind your dead skin cells. I'm struggling to open it. They unbind your dead skin cells and help clear them away, leaving nice, clear, soft skin. So this is the second time I'm going to use it. The first time I did see results, like my skin felt so smooth, and the next day it felt really better. So how this works is that you literally just press it, only need 2 pumps. You want your face to be kind of damp, and you really just want to spread it across your face. It's a really soft texture, it's kind of like a cream, and you really just want to rub it in. I do not believe you need anything more than 2 pumps. I mean, I would even recommend decreasing it, because as you can see, there's still a fair amount on my hand. There's still a fair amount on my hand, and it's spreading quite nicely. One thing I will say about this product is that it does feel quite nice, despite the fact that I know it has rice particles. Again, so another type of exfoliant. This does feel a lot smoother on the skin than the cleanser did. So really, once you've kind of rubbed this in, I'll probably rub it in for like 30 seconds to like about a minute, and then you just want to rinse it off. As I said before, if you have never exfoliated, use a chemical exfoliant, you really want to make sure that you're easing into this very gently. I would actually probably recommend saying trying once a week before anything else. So I've washed that off. One piece of advice that I really want to make clear is that please do make sure you wash this off properly. Like, you cannot afford for this to be left on your skin. So if you don't know how to wash your face, learn how to wash it. The last product is the moisturizer. Now, I'm going to say this is actually, from a first impression perspective, the best product out of the three. I absolutely love it. Again, it has snow mushroom and amazing humectant. It also has squalene. Now, I think what's really interesting is that I've seen a lot of people talk about this and use the word hydrating. Just to be very clear, that squalene is not a humectant. It is an emollient and an occlusive, meaning that it kind of traps moisture, so it helps you in ensuring that moisture stays inside your skin, which I think is a really important distinction to make. Obviously, this already has snow mushroom, but you're good. It also has tiger extract, which is actually good for soothing inflamed skin, something which you always see I talk about. So again, amazing. So this is it. In terms of how it feels as well, it feels quite nice. It's really rich. I use about that much. It's really rich, and it spreads quite nice on your face. I will say, like, honestly, your face feels like butter afterwards. It's just really, really nice. Face feels like butter afterwards. It spreads nicely. Now, it also says that it has like just kind of adapting technology, so it adapts to people's skin type. I honestly don't know about all of that, but one thing I can say is that I applied this in the morning before my sunscreen. I think I may have used a bit too much. I applied it in the morning before my sunscreen. I used it in the evening before I went to bed. And you know what? Both times my skin just literally felt amazing. It's really nice and smooth. It gives you a nice finish. Like, your face isn't like excessively shiny. You know, you don't feel like you haven't put like enough on. It's really just perfect. If that's what they call adapting, then maybe it is. So yeah, look. Just a really nice finish. So that is my first impression of Humanrace. Generally speaking, I've made it quite clear. The moisturizer is my favorite so far. The exfoliator, I think it's a powerhouse. And again, it does leave my skin feeling quite smooth. You know, I love the product, but one thing I will say is that if you have never used a chemical exfoliant, please proceed with caution. Use it like once a week for a few weeks before you kind of do that build up. But generally speaking, quite like it. As for the cleanser, I think the cleanser is the one product that I don't particularly like, and I think just because of how it feels against my skin, I can feel that friction. I have rather soft skin, so that is off-putting. But yeah, those are my general first impression. I hope you guys have enjoyed that. If you have any comments or if you're trying out yourself, please do let me know and drop a comment below. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, guys.